I haven't suggested that Donald Trump is Hitler. I wouldn't say
I don't
that
think
about-
any Democrat has. I actually, and I think it's a smear that they project back on to critics. But J.D. Vance called Donald Trump cultural heroin. He called him America's Hitler. I mean, the attacks on Donald Trump as a fascist came from 3 generals who worked for him. I mean, the most brutal critiques have come from people that have seen him far more closely than you or I combined.
Are you concerned about the midterms? I mean, the other news this morning, DOJ to monitor quote unquote polling sites in blue states. I mean, they're clearly doing everything they can to rig or steal the midterms. They're seeing the polling out here on Prop 50. I mean, he's doing everything he can. So talk to us about that for a second.
So, look, nobody would be trying to keep you from voting unless they understood just how important and powerful your vote was. Voting is our right. We shouldn't have to work hard to be able to do it. But in the midterm elections, we are going to have to work hard. And so I hope everybody is preparing. You might want to go ahead and get a passport just in case they force you to prove your citizenship. In California, when you look at the specific counties that they're sending poll watchers to, it's places like Kern County, and it's very clear that they'll try to intimidate immigrant populations and force them to stay home rather than go to the polls and see masked ICE agents out there. The lawyers are going to be ready for this stuff.
Yeah. God bless you and the Mark Eliases of the world, I tell you. I love how someone put it regarding investigations. Trump was investigated because he's a criminal. Comey's being investigated because Trump is a criminal. I mean, and this one, Bondi, I'm now investigating Pelosi and Pritzker. Pritzker, same ball game. Nancy Pelosi got a letter today from Todd Blanche. We told him, preserve your emails, preserve everything, because if you're telling people to arrest our ICE officers, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're just, like you say, the velocity with which all of this is happening is, I guess, designed that way to overwhelm us, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, that's an intentional strategy that's used by strongmen, by dictators. And my good friend Ruth Ben-Ghiat writes about this from an academic perspective very forcefully. Steve Bannon talked about flooding the zone with SHIT. Right. And that's what the effort is here. It's to make it so overwhelming that we all just give up. We feel mentally exhausted. We disengage. If there's anything that'll keep you on track to pay attention to the news and to find a niche that you can fit into to push back, it's this notion that they're doing it to you deliberately, trying to wear you down.
This is the book I needed right now. It just reads, our country often takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Vance shows us through our individual actions and, of course, through voting, we still can make our voices heard. We can still be the spark for change. And I love that this book is described as the counter movement to Project 2025, a rallying cry. Can I do Steffi's book club? You end by saying the dictator's most dangerous weapon is his ability to overwhelm us with the feeling that we are helpless by keeping an endless onslaught of terrible things. We can neutralize that weapon by knowing our own strength and saying no to feeling powerless. What we must do then is obvious. We must persist until we succeed. I just love the way you end this book with just a call to arms, basically, politically. And also, my absolute favorite line in the book is at the end of the acknowledgments. You're very nice about everybody. And then you said, also, thank you to Bob, my husband, for bringing me a latte that one time.
It figures you would pick up on that.
I just love that women do all the work and men get all the credit. That's all he did is bring you one latte one time. And he's
absolutely true.
Giving Up is Unforgivable is the book. It is unforgivable if you don't buy this book. Joyce, I could spend forever talking to you. Thank you so much, honey.
I wanted to talk to you both, Yahweh and Yesh, because I wrote a book, and it's about you guys, but it's really about some of your fans, the mean ones, the racist ones, the homophobe ones, the ones who don't like women. You guys come off really well in the book. Jesus, you come off really good in this book.
Yeah, I've heard that when people talk about the Bible, they tell me that God, you come off really well.
Said no one ever.
Jesus comes off really well. Yeah, no, God, you're very impressive, God. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you there's some moments, Almighty, where you're kind of the alcoholic step God. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus, he's chill throughout. Like he's proof of evolution.
But John, people have been twisting my message, right? And that's what this book is about.
It really is, Jesus. I mean, I've gone through this book of yours many times. You never said anything
Damn
against the
right.
gays. You never said anything against women having to be forced to be pregnant. I mean, you're not against abortion. You're against the death penalty,
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
I know that. You're like your dad in that you tell us to welcome the
Yes.
stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the right people are twisting my message left and right, and we can't take it anymore. So we're so excited to have this book, a really rock solid resource to show people what the Bible actually says. And that's why we love you, John. You're spreading our true good word.
Simon & Schuster's Avid Reader Press presents Separation of Church and Hate, the bold, hilarious new book from John Fugelsang.